Welcome to the Fast Mode podcast series. I'm Tara Neil, and with me today is Cristina Delgado from AWTG. AWTG is an end-to-end engineering services and technology solutions provider for telecommunications, immersive tourism, smart education, smart cities, Industry 4.0, and other markets that employ digital technologies. AWTG's technology solutions cover digital transformation, rapid prototyping, artificial intelligence, and the Internet of Everything. Cristina boasts 18 years of experience in mobile networking, specializing in performance and optimization. With a deep interest in software and automation, she is currently working in the development of RApps, XApps, SMO, and RIG to automate traditional optimization techniques in innovative ways, as well as identifying and implementing new automation use cases. Cristina joins us as part of our exclusive editorial segment on Open RAN. Welcome, Cristina. Great to have you on today's episode.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Okay, great. Let's get started. What challenges does AWTG encounter while developing automation solutions for Open RAN? And how do you guys address that?
The biggest challenge we are encountering is a multi-vendor environment. Distinct vendor solutions have different levels of maturity, and they don't always support the same set of features, which limits the automation solutions that can be developed and implemented. Another challenge we are facing is that the Open RAN RIG specifications are still evolving and not fully defined yet. For example, different RAN intelligent controller vendors might have implemented their own non-standard version of RIG services APIs, effectively meaning that we have to customize our apps for specific platforms. The best way to address some of these challenges is to actively engage in the definition of the standards and to work closely with vendors. At AWTG, we are constantly evaluating and deploying multiple solutions from various vendors. We conduct our own analysis of the vendor solution and we evaluate it against the Open RAN Alliance and the 3GPP specifications. When we find discrepancies and we understand the root cause, we work with the vendor's product line to establish a workaround and a solution. We are members of the Open RAN Alliance, where we can contribute to the development of the standards, and we are also involved in several research and development initiatives that offer us valuable insights and opportunities to validate our solutions in multiple environments.
So, if I may ask a little more on the first question, what exactly do your solutions do?
We look for solutions to automate optimization of the radio access network. We have some use cases for the projects, and we look into developing algorithms that automate optimization of the network to support those use cases.
Excellent. Okay, so following up on that, how does the availability of data impact the effectiveness of Open RAN automation?
Data is fundamental for Open RAN automation. It is the foundation to develop machine learning algorithms and to fine-tune the AI models and develop optimum automation solutions. One of the sources of data for Open RAN automation is the performance and configuration management data that is generated by the Open RAN units, the central unit, the distributed unit, and the radio unit. So the more of these performance metrics and configuration data is available, the better opportunities we have to identify appropriate variables and parameters to define network optimization and healing algorithms, amongst others. It is challenging to generate this large amount of data in a lab environment. At AWTG, we are using UE emulators to generate data for analysis and algorithm development. However, there are always limitations on replicating the radio frequency environment and the usage and the mobility patterns of the users on a live network, which means that the algorithms and solutions that are developed in the lab will still require validation and fine-tuning with live network data to fully realize the benefits that were intended. So this is something that we have raised with the Department for Science, Innovation and Technology in the UK, where we believe that it would be helpful to have a nationwide data bank with this kind of data, and this will help speed up the development of the new open run automation solutions.
That's very insightful. Looking more closely at AWTG itself, can you elaborate on AWTG's role in the Open RAN ecosystem and how your services contribute to the successful deployment and automation of Open RAN networks?
Yeah, of course. AWTG we are vendor agnostic. We deploy open RAN networks that combine components of different vendors based on the use cases that are required from the solution. We are developing automation solutions that work with various network elements and different vendors. As an example, we are currently developing apps that can be deployed in different rigs. We are currently evolving our existing network management platform into a service management and orchestration solution to facilitate the collection and the management of rain data and the exposure of this data to the non-real-time rig and the apps. We are also working on the automation of the Open RAN deployment process through softwareization. We are partners in various projects of the Open Network Ecosystem Competition, which is a government initiative in the UK. And we are leading and contributing to Open RAN innovation initiatives. For example, in the highly intelligent, highly performance RAN project, which focuses on leveraging cutting-edge machine learning models for our apps and on the RIG platform, and on the core project that seeks to develop an advanced multi-vendor 5G Open RAN automation platform with optimization solutions for high demand density areas.
You mentioned R apps and X apps. Would you like to, share a little on the differences between these two apps?
One of the main differences is the time scale on which R apps and X app work. X apps work in a very, in almost a near real time scale, which is between milliseconds and 1 second. So they work communicating with the E2 nodes, which is in this case is the RAN nodes, and they receive the information about messages that are being processed by the E2 nodes and take decisions based on imparting some messages. While our apps, they work on a larger time scale, over 1 second for decision, and they based the decision to make implement changes, create policies for RAN intent. One of the main sources of that data data for that decision comes from the OEM data that is produced by the RAN network elements, like performance data and configuration data.
Okay. Does AWTG work directly with operators, or do you work with vendors?
We work with both. We work with both.
All right. Okay. I see. Okay, brilliant. To round things off, we have one last question. What do you find exciting about working in Open RAN automation?
For me, it's I've been working in radio access network optimization for quite some time, and the radio network faces continuous fluctuations in the performance of the service due to short-term changes in user behavior, events, and failures that can happen on the network. Um, Traditional optimization methods with traditional optimization methods it's not easy to act for those short-term changes in behavior in the network, and Open RAM facilitates the implementation of automation algorithms that help us effectively respond to these network changes. So I find very exciting to be able to work in the development of these algorithms, combining my traditional network optimization knowledge with new techniques like data analytics and machine learning. It also gives the opportunity to learn and develop new skills from other fields like software development and DevOps, which I find very exciting.
Okay, that's amazing. So I guess we learned quite a bit on the Open RAN, especially on the topic of the development of RAPs, XAPs, and also the SMO and RIC. So yeah, thank you, Christina, for joining us and for sharing your insights on these topics.
No, you're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
And to everyone tuning in, thank you for listening. If you want to learn more, visit www.awtg.co.uk and follow us for more updates and insights as we continue to uncover the latest in technology and telecommunications. See you in our next session.